I recently made a video talking about the truth of cozy gaming, and in that video I talked about accessibility and how we don't really need a console to play cozy games anymore. And that made me realize I've never actually made a video where I talk about video games that you can play on your phone. It's so wonderful that we have so many options now. Back in the day, and even still now, app stores are just oversaturated with a bunch of different games that honestly kind of look like you're downloading a virus into your phone or something. It's really cool to see technology evolving and for us to be able to play fleshed out story heavy games in our phones that are really good and entirely cozy and wonderful, especially with the rising prices of gaming consoles. I really love the idea of just being able to play some of these games just on your smartphone. I'm going to divide my list on games that are free and games that aren't, but the vast majority of the games on this list are entirely free. Without further ado, let's get into my list. We're gonna start with our free games, and the first one I want to mention is Nikki. This game came out at the end of 2024, and you can play it free on your computer as well, but I really love that you can also download it for free on your phone and play it through there. I think it's crazy that we can access this game through our phone. It is an open world adventure game with a lot of story, a lot of characters. In this game, you play as Nikki, who is teleported into a different dimension by a magic dress. I like to think of this game as a girly pop Breath of the Wild. You have different dresses, and each of these dresses have different powers. With the power of these dresses, you set out to uncover the mysteries of this town and an underbelly that seems to be using black magic to take advantage of the people of the town. This game is so charming, so girly pop. The graphics are incredible, the dresses are wonderful. You can customize so much of your character as well. However, it is a catchy game, which means you might be tempted to spend some money on the game, but you really don't have to spend money at all in order to get through the main story. This is a game to absolutely hyperfixate on. I love this game so much, and if you haven't played it already, I really recommend it, especially if you're on the lookout for a cozy adventure game. Following on my list, I just have to mention Good Pizza, Great Pizza. I feel like this is one of the biggest mobile games to make it mainstream in the cozy gaming community, and for good reason. In this game, you are opening a pizza shop, and it is your job to take care of your clients by fulfilling their orders. I love that their orders come almost in riddle form. So you have to decipher what they really want from you. You get to meet a wide variety of quirky characters. Not only are you able to upgrade your tools, but you're also able to decorate your store to your heart's content. This game has a lot of lore, which is one of my favorite parts about it. It makes it extra silly because you're basically moving into a town that is pizza obsessed. Everything revolves around pizza. There are even pizza news. If you've never tried Good Pizza, Great Pizza, and you like restaurant managing games, you're gonna really love this one. And I cannot mention Good Pizza, Great Pizza without mentioning this spin-off that just came out, Good Coffee, Great Coffee. This game follows the same principle as Good Pizza, Great Pizza, but it's all about coffee. You're running your own coffee shop, you're fulfilling your customers' orders, and you're trying to save money to update your tools and decorate your shop and become the best coffee shop in town. This game remains silly by making everything in the town about coffee, and there are, you guessed it, coffee news. It might be a controversial opinion, but I personally like the Good Coffee, Great Coffee one better. I really love the process of making each of the drinks for the customers. Both of the games are so cozy. They're both so aesthetically pleasing, perfect for the springtime, I feel, because of the pastel colors. They're just silly, lighthearted, and still can't believe that you can play them for free on your phone. Next on my list is Sky, Children of the Light. This game is just absolutely breathtaking, and once again completely free, made by the same people that created one of my favorite games of all time, Journey, and it definitely has that same heart and vibe to it. It's a peaceful puzzle adventure game where you can play online with other players or by yourself. You get to explore a beautifully animated kingdom across 7 realms and create enriching memories. In this game, you get different quests and puzzles that you have to solve, and there are different places that you can travel to solve those puzzles. puzzle. Your main purpose is to save this world from the darkness. One of my favorite things about this game is that they have special events. They even have special guests with artists in real life. One of my favorite ones they did, I think a couple years ago, was with the Norwegian singer Aurora. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in a video game, and it matched the vibe of the singer perfectly. If you've never seen it, I'm definitely gonna link one of those videos because it's just absolutely stunning. They've also recently added the ability to have your own little cabin that you can decorate. You can even have friends over, show them around. It just ups the coziness level so much, in my opinion. The next game on my list is one that is a little bit simpler, but I couldn't pass up in mentioning, and that is Usagi Shima. I mentioned this game before on my channel, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to talk about it again because it is just so cute. In this game, you embark on a bunny-filled adventure where you transform an abandoned island into a cozy haven for adorable bunnies. You're able to have different decorations and attract different bunnies in order to take care of them in your island. You feed them, and you're even able to pet them. It's so cute. I also really love that you can just stare at them while they're hanging out and being little guys in your island. And you can even take pictures of them. I especially love the watercolor design of this game. I'm taken aback by how beautiful this game is. They're also constantly releasing new bunnies for different seasons and different events throughout the year. So it's just a really fun game to have on your phone. Speaking of affordable things, I need to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Fifine. Fifine has been a cozy sponsor on this channel since the very beginning. I have their headphones, I have their microphone. Most recently, they sent me their interface. I was actually in the market for an interface for a really long time, and I was really excited to see that they had one for gamers. When it comes to things like this, I really appreciate a very streamlined, easy process because I love technology, but I don't like it when it's very complicated. It feels very intimidating to me, and I'm like, okay, well, then I don't want it actually. I really wanted to have an interface because I am a streamer, and it's really helpful for me to be able to control my mic separately as well as the volume that goes into my headphones. What I really love about this interface as well is that when you plug in your mic directly to it, then you're able to have different voice effects and things like that, which makes the streaming process even more fun. I love to have freedom and creativity when it comes to that. I also like playing music, and this interface allows me to plug in my ukulele pickup and be able to record it separately to my voice and stuff like that, which is so helpful. I feel like if you're a streamer or a musician, having an interface is a must. And what I like about Fifine in particular, not only when it comes to this interface, but literally any type of technology that they offer is top-notch at a really affordable price, and that's why I love them so much on this channel. And a little extra thing that is not that important, but I personally really appreciate because I'm a big fan of aesthetics when it comes to my setup, is that a lot, if not all, of the technology comes in different colors. A lot of it comes in white, which is what I have on my desk. If you're on the market for some new technology, incredible quality and extremely affordable, Fifine is your guy. I would link them below in case you're interested in any of their products. Now let's get back to our list. And the last of our free games is a game called Resonance of the Sea. I know I keep saying this, but I just can't believe this game is free. This is a short adventure game in which you pick up what the waves wash ashore to make instruments. You use those instruments to answer the echoes heard from beyond the ocean. It's a short game that you can play in 10 to 30 minutes, but it is so effective and so beautiful. I especially love the ambience of the game. It has this beautiful wave crashing sounds and incredible music, and the art style is also this really nice hand-drawn art. It really reminds me of Haikala art, which is one of my favorite artists of all time. It's a really peaceful, wonderful game, and I can't believe you can play it on your phone. It's so cool. Now we need to talk about the games that you can play on your phone, but you do need to pay for them. The first one I need to mention is Unpacking. I feel like I talk about this game in every single one of my videos at this point, but it's It's so cool that now you're able to play on your phone. I have not played on the phone, so I don't really know how the mechanics kind of translate. So if you have played it, let me know. In this game, you follow a person through the familiar process of moving houses and unpacking their belongings in new spaces over and over and over again. You never get to meet the person whose belongings you're unpacking, but you get to know them in a way by the belongings that they keep, the belongings that they don't keep. And if you're the kind of person who pays close attention to detail, you'll get to know so much about their lives just by those things alone and the places that they're moving into. It's such a beautiful way to tell a story, and it's also queer. I love the music in this game as well, and the pixel art matched with the pastel colors and the nostalgic factor is a 10 out of 10. And being able to play it on your phone just makes me really excited. The second game on my paid section is Minecraft. I've recently gotten really into Minecraft. It makes me really happy that you're able to access Minecraft through your phone. I don't know how different it is from playing it on the computer. It would seem is about the same. This is a survival adventure game where you are gathering resources to build bases and keep yourself safe. I really love Minecraft, especially because you have different difficulty levels that you can play it on. You can play it in, I think it's called peaceful, either peaceful or creative. I'm not really sure, but in that one, you don't have any enemies and you can spend as much time as you want just hanging about, collecting resources, and building to your heart's content. And I feel like that makes it so fun. I do like to play it with a little bit of difficulty because I like there to be some stakes to the game, you know? The music in Minecraft is so underrated. I feel it's so nice and relaxing. And yeah, I don't know if a lot of people knew that you can actually play it on your phone. Maybe I'm just old, but yeah, you can play it on your phone. Another one of the paid cozy games is The Bear, a story from the world of Graph. This game came out as a mobile game first. Now it exists in Steam and you can play it on your computer. But when it first came out, I was like, I cannot believe this is a mobile game. This is a story-based game where you follow the story of the bear. It's supposed to be a soothing bedtime story kind of vibe. You're guiding the characters and solving the puzzles in order to complete the story. It's super moving, aesthetically absolutely stunning. I really recommend it. And last but not least, I did want to mention a few games that you can play on mobile. They have some caveats to them. First off, I wanted to mention Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which you can actually access if you have Apple Arcade. I think you still have to pay a small fee to play it. But if you've been wanting to try out Hello Kitty Island Adventure, it's a lot more affordable if you get it through Apple Arcade and you can play it on your phone or your tablet. In this game, you embark on a cozy open world adventure with Hello Kitty and her friends. You befriend beloved characters as you explore and restore a mysterious island, solve ancient puzzles, cook delicious dishes, customize yourself and your cabins, and so much more. I have not jumped on the Hello Kitty Island Adventure train yet because of the price point, but the fact that you might be able to try it out for a smaller price through Apple Arcade really tempts me. Maybe I should give it a try. It definitely does look adorable, and if you're a big fan of Hello Kitty, I know you're gonna love it. I have a lot of friends who are obsessed with this game. I've heard it's a really nice mixture of games like Animal Crossing and other more fetch quest games, kind of like Palia, games like that. And last, I want to talk about some games that you can actually play if you have a Netflix account. They do have something called the Netflix Gaming or something now, where you can access some game through the Netflix platform. And some of the games that you can play on there are honestly incredible. First one being Spiritfarer, you can play on your mobile phone through your Netflix account. Spiritfarer is just one of those games that I feel has become a cult classic in the cozy community at this point. You play as Stella, who is a captain of a boat who is leading people into the afterlife. So emotional and so beautiful. You're trying to meet the characters' last wishes before they pass on. This game has a little bit of everything. You do some farming, you do some exploring, you do some decorating. It's really awesome, and I really recommend it. If you have Netflix, you can play it for free. technically. Girl math. Another game that you can play through Netflix is CozyGrove. I love this game so much. I feel like it's been severely forgotten and underrated, and I'm trying to tell people to play it again. This game is a bit of a darker Animal Crossing. You play as a spirit scout who has found CozyGrove, an island full of spirits. You're helping the spirits, and by doing so, they are remembering who they were before they passed on. It's a really beautiful game. The art style is wonderful and very fall coded. You can decorate your island, and also the outfits in this game are underrated. I love how cute the outfits are in this game. It's truly a great one. And those are all the games that I had for you today. Let me know if you like to play cozy games on your phone. I personally am a really big fan of having games on my phone, especially to play at the end of the day when I'm watching TV and unwinding. Please let me know if I missed any cozy mobile games. Remember to like this video if you liked it and subscribe. It really does help my channel. But most importantly, remember to take care of yourself, have some rest, have some water, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.